Poem 2. The Three Knights by Davies Gilbert. Summary.
The Three Knights is a captivating ballad that unfolds a tale of romantic pursuit, familial bonds, and tragic consequences. Through its vivid imagery and rhythmic verses, the ballad weaves a narrative that delves into the complexities of love, loyalty, and human emotions. The ballad opens with an enchanting scene where three knights arrive from the west, setting the stage for the story's central theme of courtship. The refrain "with the high and the lily-o" adds a musical quality to the verses, enhancing the ballad's rhythmic flow and inviting the reader to immerse themselves in the tale. Each knight's attire is carefully described, symbolically reflecting their intentions and emotions. The first knight, dressed in white, emerges as a figure of purity and devotion. His question to the lady, whether she would be his delight, echoes his earnest desire to win her affections. The second knight, adorned in green, embodies growth and vitality. He seeks to elevate his relationship with the lady by asking if she would be his queen. The symbolism of color heightens the visual imagery and lends a layer of depth to the character's intentions. The third knight, donned in red, introduces a note of passion and intensity. His question about marriage carries a weight of commitment and emotional intensity, setting the stage for the culmination of the narrative. As the narrative progresses, the lady's responses reveal her sense of responsibility towards her family. Her inquiries about whether the knights have sought her father's and mother's permission emphasize the societal norms of the time, where familial approval was often crucial for marriage. The absence of an inquiry about her brother John, however, hints at the conflict that will later unfold. This omission foreshadows the tragic turn of events that results from jealousy and misunderstanding. The ballad's climax occurs when the lady and the knights encounter her brother John on the road. Here, the story takes a dramatic twist, as an act of familial jealousy turns violent. The lady's gesture to kiss her brother is met with a tragic outcome, a dagger thrust to her heart. This shocking turn emphasizes the destructive power of jealousy and the unforeseen consequences of rash actions. The serving man's plea for the knights to continue riding, despite the lady's pale and weakened appearance, adds an element of urgency to the narrative. This moment showcases the tension between appearances and reality, highlighting the lady's internal struggle and the impending tragedy. The lady's own wishes for her fate reveal her acceptance of her impending death. She expresses a desire to be on a hill or stile to make her will, implying a willingness to face her destiny with courage and resolve. In the latter part of the ballad, the lady's inquiries about what she would give to her family members in her final moments emphasize her love and devotion, even in her dire situation. Her offerings, her gallant steed to her father, her wedding shift to her mother, and her prized possessions to her siblings, underscore her selflessness and concern for her loved one's well-being. The ballad concludes with the lady's poignant offering to her brother John's wife a wish for a peaceful life and widow's attire. This final gesture speaks to the lady's forgiving nature and her desire for her family to find solace despite the tragedy. The Three Knights is a tale that resonates with universal themes of love, jealousy, and sacrifice. Through its lyrical storytelling, it transports readers to a realm of chivalry and emotion, encouraging reflection on the complexities of human relationships and the consequences of impulsive actions. The ballad's enduring appeal lies in its ability to evoke empathy and contemplation across generations, bridging the gap between past and present with its timeless narrative. Activities. Multiple choice questions. Tick, square root, the correct answer. 1. The three knights who courted the lady came from the A. North, B. South, C. East, D. West. 2. The second knight came in costume, in color. A. Red, B. Green, C. Pink, D. White. 3. The knights said they did not meet the ladies. A. Brother, B. Sister, C. Mother, D. Father. 4. The lady would give to her sister an A. A silk scarf, B. A gold ring, C. A lovely puppy. D. An ivory comb. 5. The poem The Three Knights is written, stanza pattern. A. Couplet. B. Tercet. C. Quatrain. D. Quintet. Extra MCQs. 1. What is the central theme of the ballad The Three Knights? A. Adventure. B. Mystery. C. Romantic pursuit and tragic consequences. D. Friendship. 2. What does the refrain with the high and the lily-o add to the verses? A. A sense of mystery. B. A musical quality and rhythmic flow. C. Historical context. D. A sense of urgency. 3. Which knight is described as being dressed in white? A. The first knight. B. The second knight. C. The third knight. D. None of the knights. 4. What is the symbolism behind the second knight's attire being green? A. Purity and devotion. B. Growth and vitality. C. Royalty and authority. D. Wisdom and intelligence. 5. What emotion does the third knight's attire in red represent? A. Fear. B. Joy. C. Passion and intensity. D. Sadness. 6. What is the societal norm highlighted in the narrative regarding marriage? A. Love conquers all. B. Familial approval is crucial. C. Marriage is a business transaction. D. Marriage is a private affair. 7. What is the tragic outcome of the lady's gesture to her brother John? A. They embrace in joy. B. He gives her a gift. C. He stabs her with a dagger. D. They dance together. 8. What lesson is emphasized by the lady's interaction with her brother John? A. The importance of sibling relationships. B. The power of jealousy and misunderstandings. C. The joy of family reunions. D. The value of honesty. 9. What does the serving man's plea to the knights indicate? A. He is hungry and wants food. B. He is scared of the lady's appearance. C. He wants to leave the scene. D. He is concerned about the lady's health. 10. What does the lady wish for in her final moments? A. To run away from her troubles. B. To make a daring escape. C. To confront her brother. D. To face her destiny with courage. 11. What do the lady's offerings to her family members signify? A. Her desire to keep everything for herself. B. Her love and concern for her loved ones. C. Her intention to leave her family behind. D. Her wish to be alone. 12. Which word best describes the lady's gesture to her brother John? A. Warm and affectionate. B. Indifferent and distant. C. Aggressive and hostile. D. Fearful and hesitant. 13. What is the tone of the ballad when the lady meets her brother John? A. Joyful and celebratory. B. Melancholic and sorrowful. C. Hectic and chaotic. D. Relaxed and carefree. 14. What is the consequence of the third knight's question about marriage? A. The lady agrees to marry him. B. The lady rejects his proposal. C. The lady hesitates and leaves. D. The lady faints from shock. 15. How does the lady feel about the potential marriage proposals? A. She is excited and eager. B. She is confused and unsure. C. She is terrified and angry. D. She is indifferent and uncaring. 16. What is the significance of the lady's wish to be on a hill or stile? A. She wants to hide from her problems. B. She wants to be with her family. C. She wants to contemplate her fate. D. She wants to meet a friend. 17. What is the main emotion conveyed in the serving man's plea to the knights? A. Happiness. B. Fear. C. Confusion. D. Anger. 18. What does the lady's offering to her brother John's wife reveal about her character? A. She is spiteful and vengeful. B. She is forgiving and compassionate. C. She is indifferent and uncaring. D. She is jealous and envious. 19. What makes the lady's story in the ballad relatable across generations? A. Its focus on ancient traditions. B. Its exploration of mythical creatures. C. Its portrayal of futuristic technology. D. Its universal themes of love and sacrifice. 20. What is the lasting appeal of the three knights? A. Its focus on political intrigue. B. Its portrayal of futuristic technology. C. Its exploration of historical events. D. Its timeless themes and lyrical storytelling. B. Short questions. 1. Describe how each of the knights came to the lady and proposed to her. In the ballad The Three Knights, the romantic pursuit of the lady by the knights is vividly depicted through their unique proposals. The first knight, dressed in pure white, approaches the lady with an air of devotion. He delicately asks if she would be his delight, symbolizing his genuine interest in winning her heart. His attire reflects his innocence and sincerity, casting him as a figure of purity. The second knight, donning the color green, stands as a symbol of growth and vitality. His proposal elevates the relationship as he seeks to make the lady his queen. The green attire underscores his intentions of fostering a deep connection with her, portraying him as a potential partner who aims for lasting commitment. The third knight, clothed in passionate red, approaches with intense emotion. His inquiry about marriage carries a weight of profound commitment and ardor. The red attire represents his fiery desires and the depth of his emotions, casting him as a passionate suitor who is ready to embark on a lifelong journey with the lady. Through their attire and proposals, each knight embodies a distinct facet of romantic pursuit. Their interactions paint a rich tapestry of emotions, showcasing the complexity of human emotions and the nuances of courtship. The ballad's portrayal of these proposals engages readers in a journey through love, desire, and the intricacies of relationships. 2. What did the lady ask to each knight? In The Three Knights, the lady engages in a poignant exchange with each knight, highlighting her sense of responsibility and the societal norms of the time. To the first knight, dressed in pure white, she inquires whether he has sought her father's approval, implying her respect for familial consent even in matters of the heart. With the second knight, attired in vibrant green, she questions whether he has asked her father and mother for permission. This showcases her acknowledgement of both parental figures in the decision-making process, underscoring her understanding of societal expectations and family dynamics. Turning to the third knight, who wears passionate red, she queries if he has inquired about her father's sentiments and whether he has sought her sister Anne's approval. These inquiries underscore her commitment to her family's well-being and her anticipation of their consent. Her interactions reveal her sense of duty towards her family and her respect for their opinions, while also reflecting the societal norms of the era. These dialogues encapsulate the lady's internal struggle between her personal desires and her loyalty to her family, adding depth to the narrative's exploration of love, responsibility, and sacrifice. 3. How did the knights reply to the lady? In The Three Knights, the knights' responses to the lady's inquiries provide insight into their intentions and feelings. The first knight, dressed in white, assures her that he has asked her father for approval. His reply underscores his commitment to tradition and respect for familial consent, demonstrating his sincerity in pursuing her affections. The second knight, donned in green, affirms that he has sought her father's and mother's permission. His response reflects his understanding of the importance of both parental figures in the decision-making process, highlighting his consideration for familial dynamics and societal expectations. When the third knight, adorned in passionate red, answers the lady's questions, he confirms that he has inquired about her father's sentiments. However, he admits that he hasn't asked about her brother John. This omission foreshadows the tragic turn of events that ensue, hinting at a potential conflict that disrupts the courtship. These responses not only reveal the knight's adherence to societal norms and their respect for the lady's family but also foreshadow the unfolding drama that results from their interactions with her family members. The knight's replies add depth to the narrative, setting the stage for the emotional complexities and tragic consequences that follow. 4. Which role does the poet assign to the lady's brother? In the ballad The Three Knights, the lady's brother is assigned the role of a pivotal character whose actions drive the narrative's tragic turn of events. He becomes a catalyst for the unfolding drama, shifting the tone from romantic courtship to a tale of jealousy and violence. The brother's role encapsulates the theme of familial bonds and their potential fragility. His absence from the knight's inquiries about seeking family approval foreshadows his eventual involvement. When the lady and the knights encounter him on the road, his jealousy and resentment are revealed through his violent act. His action of thrusting a dagger into his sister's heart transforms the narrative from a story of romantic pursuit to a tale of tragedy and sorrow. The brother's role symbolizes the destructive power of unchecked emotions and the unforeseen consequences of rash actions. Through his character, the poet explores the theme of jealousy and its ability to shatter relationships and cause irreparable harm. The brother's pivotal role underscores the complexities of human emotions and the potential darkness that can emerge even within the bonds of family. 5. Why did the lady wish her brother's death? In The Three Knights, the lady's wish for her brother's death is driven by her despair and sorrow resulting from his violent act. After her brother fatally wounds her with a dagger in a fit of jealousy, she expresses her desire to be on a hill or stile to make her will. This wish is not necessarily a literal desire for his death, but rather an expression of her overwhelming emotional turmoil and a reflection of the tragic turn her life has taken. The brother's role exemplifies unchecked emotions' destructive force, showcasing how jealousy can harm relationships and yield irreversible damage. The poet uses his character to delve into the theme of emotions' repercussions, emphasizing human complexity and the darkness that can arise even within family bonds. The lady's wish can be interpreted as a moment of desperation and acceptance of her fate. She has been mortally wounded by her own brother's actions, which has shattered her hopes and dreams. The hill or stile becomes a metaphorical place of contemplation and preparation for the end, allowing her to gather her thoughts and emotions in the face of impending mortality. This poignant moment reflects her courage and willingness to confront her destiny, even in the face of such heart-wrenching circumstances. 6. Summarize the poem in 300 words. The Three Knights is a captivating ballad that weaves a tale of courtship, family bonds, and tragic consequences. As three knights approach the lady from the west, the stage is set for a romantic pursuit. The refrain with the high and the lily-o enhances the rhythmic flow, drawing readers into the narrative. Each knight's attire signifies their intentions. The first in white symbolizes purity, the second in green embodies growth, and the third in red represents passion. The lady, responsible and bound by societal norms, inquires about their family approvals. This foreshadows her commitment to her family's wishes and introduces her brother, John, who is omitted from the inquiries. This omission becomes significant later. As the lady and the knights encounter John on the road, jealousy ignites a tragic twist. The lady's kiss is met with a dagger, showcasing the destructive power of unchecked emotions. The serving man's plea adds urgency, revealing the impending tragedy. In her final moments, the lady wishes for solitude to face her destiny. The lady's inquiries about what she'd give her family reveal her love, while her offering to John's wife highlights forgiveness. This poignant gesture speaks to her compassion and desire for solace. The brother's role embodies unchecked emotions' might and jealousy's corrosive effects, exemplifying human complexities. The poem delves into relationships' intricacies and consequences, serving as a timeless reflection on love, loyalty, and the unforeseen darkness that can emerge within even the closest of bonds. C. Long questions. 1. Comment on the stanza pattern of the above ballad. The stanza pattern of the Three Knights ballad plays a crucial role in shaping the narrative's rhythm, enhancing its lyrical quality, and effectively conveying the emotional depth of the story. The ballad is structured in quatrains, each consisting of 4 lines, which adheres to a consistent AABB rhyme scheme. This pattern contributes significantly to the ballad's engaging and musical nature. The quatrains, with their 4-line structure, provide a balanced and rhythmic flow to the verses. This consistent structure helps in maintaining the ballad's pace, making it easier for readers to follow the narrative while also enhancing its oral tradition. The AABB rhyme scheme, where the first and second lines rhyme with each other, as well as the third and fourth lines, reinforces the musicality of the ballad, inviting readers to recite it with a melodic rhythm. Furthermore, the stanza pattern is not just a matter of structure, it also serves to emphasize key emotional moments in the narrative. Each quatrain encapsulates a distinct exchange or event, allowing the poet to focus on specific interactions between the characters. For instance, the lady's inquiries and the knight's responses are often contained within single quatrains, creating a sense of symmetry and enhancing the impact of their interactions. The repetitive refrain with the high and the lily-o not only adds a musical quality but also acts as an anchor, guiding readers through the narrative's progression. It becomes a touchstone, reappearing at the beginning of each quatrain, reminding readers of the ongoing courtship and the central theme of romantic pursuit. In conclusion, the stanza pattern of quatrains with an AABB rhyme scheme and the Three Knights is integral to the ballad's structure and impact. It provides a rhythmic cadence, engages readers with its musicality, and effectively encapsulates the emotional exchanges between the characters. This pattern not only enhances the storytelling experience but also contributes to the ballad's lasting appeal as a lyrical exploration of love, family bonds, and tragic consequences. 2. What do you understand by refrain? What is the significance of the refrain in the Three Knights? A refrain is a recurring phrase, line, or set of lines in a poem or song that is repeated at regular intervals, usually at the end of stanzas or verses. It serves as a chorus-like element, often carrying a specific theme, emotion, or message that reinforces the central idea of the piece. Refrains contribute to the rhythm, structure, and memorability of the work while also emphasizing certain key aspects of the content. In the Three Knights, the refrain with the high and the lily-o holds significant importance. This recurring phrase not only enhances the ballad's musical quality but also serves several narrative and thematic purposes. The refrain acts as a rhythmic anchor, guiding readers through the ballad's progression. Its repetition creates a cadence that mimics oral tradition, making the poem more engaging when read aloud or recited. Thematically, the refrain encapsulates the essence of courtship and romantic pursuit, the central theme of the ballad. It is an expression of the knight's intentions, their desires to court the lady, and the lady's interactions with them. The refrain not only echoes the romance but also adds a touch of mystery and allure, drawing readers into the narrative. Furthermore, the refrain's repetition connects various parts of the ballad and creates a sense of unity. It reinforces the ongoing courtship, maintaining a sense of continuity despite the shifts in events and emotions. Its presence punctuates the narrative, allowing readers to reflect on the overarching theme of love and the complexities of human emotions. The refrain with the high and the lily-o in the Three Knights is a musical and thematic device that serves to engage readers, reinforce the ballad's central theme of romantic pursuit, and provide rhythm and structure. Its repetition unifies the narrative while adding a layer of charm and intrigue, making it an integral component of the ballad's storytelling and emotional impact. 3. What is a ballad? Does the Three Knights meet the characteristics of a standard ballad? A ballad is a narrative poem or song that tells a story, often with a focus on themes of love, tragedy, adventure, or folk legends. Ballads are known for their musicality, rhythmic structure, and use of repetition, making them easy to memorize and recite. They typically follow a set form and may incorporate refrains, dialogue, and a clear narrative arc. The Three Knights indeed meets the characteristics of a standard ballad. It adheres to the traditional structure of a ballad, featuring a clear narrative that unfolds through dialogue and actions of the characters. The ballad begins with an engaging scene, a group of knights arriving from the west, which sets the stage for the romantic pursuit at the heart of the story. The ballad's use of quatrains with a consistent AABB rhyme scheme enhances its rhythmic quality and reinforces the oral tradition of balladry. The recurring refrain with the high and the lily-o not only adds a musical touch but also acts as a chorus-like element that underscores the ongoing courtship and emphasizes the central theme. Moreover, the Three Knights incorporates key thematic elements common in ballads. It revolves around themes of romantic pursuit, familial bonds, jealousy, tragedy, and human emotions. The ballad's narrative progression, character interactions, and climactic event involving the lady's encounter with her brother align with the storytelling structure typical of ballads. The Three Knights aligns with the characteristics of a standard ballad. Its narrative nature, rhythmic structure, use of dialogue, incorporation of a refrain, and exploration of universal themes make it a prime example of the ballad genre. It engages readers with its lyrical storytelling and demonstrates the enduring appeal of ballads as vehicles for conveying emotional and timeless narratives. 4. How does the rhyming pattern contribute to the music of the ballad? The rhyming pattern of AABB in the Three Knights ballad significantly contributes to its musicality, rhythmic flow, and overall engaging quality. This pattern involves rhyming the first and second lines of each quatrain and then rhyming the third and fourth lines, creating a structured and melodic arrangement. The AABB rhyme scheme creates a sense of predictability and repetition, akin to a musical refrain, which enhances the ballad's oral tradition. This predictability makes the ballad easy to remember, recite, and sing, allowing it to be passed down through generations as part of folk traditions. The consistent rhyming pattern adds to the ballad's musical nature, making it pleasing to the ear and inviting readers or listeners to engage with its narrative. The rhythmic cadence established by the AABB pattern mimics the beats of a song, setting a pace that guides the reader through the narrative. This rhythmic quality not only captures the reader's attention but also mirrors the emotions and events within the story. The musicality of the rhyming scheme aligns with the ballad's themes of courtship, passion, and the emotional highs and lows experienced by the characters. Furthermore, the rhyming pattern emphasizes key moments in the ballad, such as the interactions between the knights and the lady, and the tragic encounter with the lady's brother. These crucial events gain emphasis due to the structured repetition, creating a sense of anticipation and resonance. In summary, the AABB rhyming pattern in the Three Knights plays a vital role in contributing to the ballad's musical quality. It establishes a rhythmic cadence, aids in oral transmission, and enhances the emotional impact of the narrative. The pattern's predictability and melodic flow make the ballad both captivating and memorable, underscoring the enduring appeal of this classic form of storytelling. 5. Sketch the character of the lady portrayed in the poem. The lady portrayed in the Three Knights is a multifaceted character who embodies qualities of responsibility, loyalty, and selflessness. She emerges as a central figure in the ballad, and her actions and interactions reveal her depth and complexity. Initially introduced as the object of the knight's courtship, the lady is depicted as someone admired and pursued. However, her character is defined not only by her romantic appeal but also by her strong sense of familial duty. She demonstrates a deep respect for societal norms, as evidenced by her inquiries about the knight seeking her father's and mother's approval, a reflection of her regard for family consent in matters of love. The lady's concern for her family's opinions goes beyond the conventional. Her omission of asking about her brother John in the inquiries hints at the familial tension that later escalates tragically. This omission serves as a foreshadowing device, underscoring her brother's role in the narrative's turning point. The lady's reactions after encountering her brother on the road reveal her emotional complexity. Her attempt to kiss him sweetly is met with a violent act of jealousy, resulting in her tragic fate. This pivotal moment showcases her vulnerability and the stark contrast between her intentions and her brother's rash actions. Her final wishes and offerings to her family, her gallant steed to her father, her wedding shift to her mother, her prized possessions to her siblings, exemplify her selflessness and love even in her dire circumstances. This selfless gesture reinforces her role as a caring and devoted family member, highlighting her compassion and concern for their well-being. In summary, the lady in The Three Knights is a character of depth and complexity. Her sense of responsibility, adherence to societal norms, and devotion to family mark her as a symbol of loyalty and sacrifice. Her tragic fate underscores the theme of unforeseen consequences stemming from unchecked emotions and the complex interplay of relationships and emotions within the ballad's narrative. Best of luck.